Hey, so what's poppin', y'all? I'm back in town, whatever. I had to get out of here for the day. I was having a headache, man. Just that hotel and all that shit. People don't be knowing. I swear my handful guy, hold on, let's take these headphones off. People don't know what the hell I be going through. Like, seriously. Like, son, like, you know, it'd be different if my shit wasn't put online, if my shit wasn't like out there. You know, I put my whole life on the line. You know what I'm saying? And man, y'all don't even know. Like, I be trying to put it out there and speak so plainly and shit, but people, they don't understand that. People only understand when you being like, when you got some drama, that's when people love it. You know what I'm saying? So, by now, y'all all know it was Toxic Diamond. I'm trying to take this thing out of my mask, y'all, so y'all give me a second. That flagged my page. She done flagged a couple other people's pages too, evidently I done heard about. I got some names tonight of some people I need to rap with and get in touch with, because seemingly she's been doing this to a lot of people, just flagging their pages, and you know, now the people can't post no more, stuff like that. Like, I got to do all my videos now manually, which means I have to like pre-record them and then put them up. I can't just go live like off the bat like I used to, which I more so prefer, but that's why I have to record this and I got to edit it and then chop it up and blah, 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 you know. It's time consuming. Sometimes I'll do it in sections. So I'll do a little bit here, a little bit there, whatever. But this is my point. I can stay right here for a second. This is my point, guys. You know, her name is Toxic Diamond for a reason. This is the brand of what she does. And it's a shame that people, it took you a while to see who she really is. This woman is despicable. She's disgusting. Everything that's bad with the culture, that could be bad with the culture, she represents that. And furthermore, she's now got her little minions coming on my page and stuff, and like the people are like, oh, okay, well, you know what? Let's see what we can do to get into his skin. Let's see what we can do to get into his nerves or whatever. So they'll send like little people over to my page and, you know what I'm saying, leave comments. I had a girl tonight. I have literally never talked to this girl a day in my life. She's not subscribed to my page, but she commented on my page. So I was like, okay, hold on, let me check something here. You're telling me I'm a bum, but I got 17 years of work history, not to mention I ran my own business for years. You ask anybody that know me out in that section of Connecticut or in New York, and they're going to tell you I ran my own business for years. I used to sell like little movies, DVDs. Everybody knew me for it. You understand what I'm saying? I've always had my own crib since I was 17. Okay? And more importantly enough, where the fuck, listen, I got 2 sis, okay? Where the fuck do you get off telling me I hate women? I don't hate no motherfucking women. I hate women like you and your presumptuous ass. You get on, listen, if I was a man and I got online and I said the shit that I said that some of these women say, it's a section and a fraction. And I believe the section and a fraction exists in every culture. I believe there's a white version of them, there's a black version, there's a Spanish version, there's probably an Asian version that believe in this fake version of passive-aggressive feminism, which is actually not even feminism. It's just being passive-aggressive and what is the word I'm looking for here? There's a word for this. A masochist. I believe that's what it's called, a masochist or something like that, where it's where women hate men. You know what I mean? Like, women literally hate men. And that's why I think the society is going to now. I think you got a lot of women out here that just in the rhetoric itself, you hear women. I mean, you would think that some women are more. Actually, when you punch that into people's head, we call it in the music industry, we call it force feeding. So when you get that movement and you keep doing that all the time, what it starts to make you look like, and it's seeing the same hints of it in racism, what it starts to make you look like is as if you're weak and you need to be coddled. When in actuality, there are some of you that are strong as hell, But the ones that are not strong, the weak ones, the ones that say, oh, I'm strong, but because before COVID-19, they were at the strip club. Now, we watched not even a little while ago as this girl in Louisiana who had the same red hoodie on and the same hairstyle, arguably enough because she had glue in her hair, but had the same do on when she put that, and y'all missed it. Not only did y'all miss it, y'all proceeded to give this broad over $20,000. And then you gave her a $12,000 surgery to remove the glue and a technique so her hair will grow back. So now she's going to get a new hair. I want y'all to hear this. She's going to get a new head of hair, and she got $20,000 plus some. Not to mention the TV appearances and everything else that was paid to her for doing what she did. This is a woman that put glue in her hair. You know what a woman told me tonight? Now keep that number, $20,000, $20K. She raised it in 2 days. You know what a chick, I ain't even call out her name. You know what a so-called sister came on my page and said tonight? She said, well, everybody ain't got it like that. Then how the fuck did she raise $20,000 in 2 days? Huh? Through the KKK? Was this white supremacist that gave her this money? You motherfuckers are not making any sense. You literally have fucking lost it, and you're not making any motherfucking sense. I ain't got no more to say on this issue, man. You put your money to where you put your money to. But don't come on my page telling me what I should be and shouldn't be asking for one when I don't ask for nothing at all. I forgot to put the fucking link in again. And then I catch up and find out this bitch toxic K, excuse my French, because that's what you are. You're a mean, evil, cantankerous ass fucking witch. If this had been 400 years ago, we would have burned you at the stake. You're making the rest of the village go sour. This motherfucker gets on everybody's nerves, evidently. She out here, I heard Jaguar went out there. Jaguar, I'm going to catch up with you. I love you, baby. I love you. I love you. I just had to step back for a minute. Y'all motherfucking bras got too much shit going on. I got 2 sisters. My sisters will whoop your ass, Toxic. My sister right out there in Modesto, California. She right around the corner from you. Her boyfriend's old people out there, Slauson and Compton, and I ain't gonna say your name, but D, what up, boy? Come up here, fire your ass up playing around like you tough. You ain't tough. You're a loud mouth on the line. And who gets tough like that? You got kids in the house. You're an idiot. You don't know who the hell you're talking to. You don't know any of these people that you're talking to, and you're all inviting them to you and your kids in the house. You're a horrible person. But what's her claim to fame? I raised 40K. I raised 40K. And motherfuckers still keep on donating to this Bobo broad. I don't get it. They still keep donating. What does she say? People still keep donating to Tasha K. But niggas that need it, niggas donate to Storm and Rowe. Hey, Storm. Hey, girl. Y'all donate to Storm. And Storm don't do nothing but this. He don't give no insight. He ain't got no fucking, like, nothing. Just rehashing the news over and over and over again. This is what these motherfuckers do, and y'all donate y'all money to that. I've seen, you know how many stars I follow their podcasts on Instagram, Facebook, and numerous other different vehicles. I ain't gonna name every last one of them. And I see people, just for the fact to get recognized by the star that's having the podcast, they will donate $50, $100, $200. So don't give me that bullshit about ain't nobody got it. No, sweetheart, what you meant to say was, you ain't got it. Stop fucking speaking for every fucking body else. Just because your fucking McDonald's flipping ass is fucked up don't mean everybody else is. Alright? I'm a motherfucking appalled at the fact that you came and presented me with such a motherfucking question in the first fucking place. I'm motherfucking embarrassed for yourself. Ask me some motherfucking questions. There's a pick and play of how these motherfuckers play out here. They pick who they like, they roll with those people, and that's fine. You all have your individual right to pick who you want to. But what you don't have the right to do is come to my page when I've never fucking talked to you a day in my fucking life and come tell me about what you like, dislike, what I should be doing, what I shouldn't be doing. Motherfucker, fuck you. I don't know you. And it's not about knowing somebody and not knowing somebody. It's the fact of, you know what I'm saying, more so, don't be presumptuous and sit out there and put out a motherfucking thing. Don't go out of your way to go on my page and tell, don't do that. Who the fuck does some sucker shit like that? Like, you just felt like you know everything about me. Have you hung out with me? Have you been around me? Let me tell you something. The motherfuckers that are actually friends of mine have not hung out with me. I am a loner. All right? Big time. I spent a lot of time by myself. I got adjusted to it. I deal with it on a daily basis. So how dare you come to my motherfucking page and tell me anything? First of all, broad, I stay at a fucking hotel. What I'm gonna do? Use a hotel address? That's one. Everybody's having that fucking problem there. There's, for some reason or another, there are Black and Latino people that actually believe, I think it's more so because they get their little EBT every month or some shit, I don't know. You know, the Section 8 is paid every month, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They feel that everything is still running as regular and normal, and it's not. It's not. Here in Connecticut, we have to make an appointment. In Connecticut, out of the tri-state, is in the best shape of everybody. That's why I brought my ass back home. I said, fuck that shit. I ain't sitting down here suffering with you motherfuckers. Motherfuckers is still mad at me because I left New York. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, fuck what you're talking about. Bring my ass back over here in the cleanest, good people, nice people. How you doing, neighbor? I'm doing good. Good to see y'all. Y'all cooking out this summer? All right, we be over. What y'all want? Ribs, steak, whatever, whatever. That's the shit I'm used to. Nice fucking neighbors and nice fucking people. Even here in the tri-state, which is hit the hardest by COVID-19, look at those numbers. We were hit the hardest. I just listened to a woman this morning named Cassandra Tribble. She is a nurse down at Greenwich Hospital, Old Greenwich Hospital, here in Connecticut, which is just a stone throw away from where I'm at right now. She is a Black woman, and she got on today, and she was talking about some very insightful information about COVID-19 and the numbers and how high they were, and how she saw a preponderance of Black people in Old Greenwich. Now, if y'all don't know Old Greenwich, Diana Ross lives in Old Greenwich. All right? Now, if y'all don't know who Diana Ross is, because I know some of y'all too young, that's Tracy Ellis Ross' mother. Okay? Huge superstar. She used to say with a group called the Supremes, ask your grandmama, or your mama probably know. She said the most people she had seen in that hospital were Black and brown people. She said they ain't nothing but 20% of the whole damn town that's Black and brown. When Cicely Tyson died not too long, I ain't see one post up from none of these so-called sisters that's high on the end. They did a mention. They say, oh, R.I.P. Cicely Tyson. Let me walk over here for a second. They say, oh, R.I.P. Cicely Tyson. But that was it. They ain't saying nothing. They don't care about no Cicely Tyson. Most of them ain't even know who Cicely Tyson was. Cicely Tyson is a top tier Black woman if I ever heard one. Anybody else got an opinion on that? Because she's definitely a top tier person if I ever seen one. Swear to God, man. Let me show y'all my beautiful city, man. This is my home right here. We got a beautiful, clean city, very different from New York. Very quiet. This is my city. I always show y'all that raggedy ass hotel. Now y'all see the difference? This is what my city looks like. I wanted to show y'all so y'all can see, because I never get to show y'all when I'm on camera. I'm always over at that raggedy hotel. Let me tell y'all, I'm going to keep the camera right here so y'all can see a little bit better, whatever. This is something I want to do too. This is actually an old Airstream they converted into a restaurant. Very, very unique how they did that. You know, when When I got online, I made a decision to put out my light because I was hurting. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem saying I was hurting, because I was. I was hurting a lot. My soul was hurting. My feelings were hurt. A lot of people don't even ask me what happened to me. You know, a lot of people don't even ask me, hey man, how was it going through COVID-19 in New York? I'm gonna smoke a cigarette while I talk to y'all. How was it going through COVID-19 in New York? Never asked the question one time. But motherfuckers will cap on real quick and ask you everything about your motherfucking life. Make judgments that ain't true. Say all kinds of stuff about you. This is a beautiful building right here. Say all kinds of stuff about you and don't know what they talking about. And frankly, like many other people, I think we're getting tired of it. Get tired of other people of color just getting online and bashing other people of color. But I pose a question, how come you ain't going after none of the white supremacists? They don't want to go after white supremacists. White separatists. They don't want to go after none of the people. Excuse me. Don't talk and smoke a cigarette at the same time, kids. It'll kill you. They don't want to go after none of them people. They want to go after the easy target, their own people. And you see it more and more and more. They talked about Eddie Murphy like a dog this other day. Oh, it wasn't as good as the first one. Made videos about it like it was a real topic in discussion. Eddie Murphy's own motherfucking movie about his motherfucking shit. Ain't put a dime into it or nothing. But want to talk about Eddie, what Eddie and Arsenio should be doing. They give y'all motherfuckers a little bit too much leeway to be giving your opinion. Some of your opinion is worthless. Some of your opinion ain't needed. Fucking sad, man. I didn't even go to Trader Joe's. I was so pissed off and got so sideswiped, I didn't even go to the store. And to be quite honest with you, I couldn't afford it anyway. Not to get what I needed. So I'll wait that one out. I'll get it. Now, what's another question everybody wants me to ask? How come you don't work? Anybody know my motherfucking story? No, I was somewhere totally different a few minutes ago. All right, less than a month and a half ago. I was in a whole nother town. Now, I'm going to repeat this, and I'm going to say it for the last fucking time. I wasn't never supposed to be out in that town I was at. The homeless shelter that they had down here, they were full to capacity. Like many of the other ones across the state, they were filled. So that was an option of somewhere I could go, and I needed somewhere to go, so that's why I went. Get it? As a result, I ended up being there for like 4 months. Way too long. I was only supposed to be there for like a month. I was there for 4 fucking months. It wasn't a terrible time with some good dudes out there. The lady is still holding some of my things. I still got things out there I got to go pick up. That costs money. Y'all excuse me, man. I got sick. It rained one day out here. It's cold the next day. It's hot the next day. Today was pretty nice. It's real weird weather up here, so y'all got to check the Weather Channel to see what I'm talking about. I get back and finally get down here. And the way I got down, all this shit is on my page. Like, it's literally on my page. The way I get down here is I take off from that place on my own because I was tired of waiting. And what I really think they were trying to do was time me out. They have a technique that they have in the homeless shelter system where they time people out. Like, if they don't like you or they don't think they can do much for you, in the state of Connecticut, they only have to house you for 30 days legally. Even under COVID-19, it did not change. Even at the COVID-19, it didn't change. Governor Ned Lamont needs to change that. Now, one good thing that happened for me, because I like to keep y'all transparent, one good thing that did happen for me was just recently, I met with one of the housing coordinators. Now, I honestly and truthfully think it comes from, see, a couple things y'all don't know about me. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. I come from the music business. I worked in the music business for 17 years. So I met a lot of people, okay? I've had some of those people actually throw me a bone, throw me a couple dollars here and there. You know what I mean? But nothing of significance. I asked her for $4,700. But anyway, I did a lot of tagging in news agencies, WTNH here in Connecticut, Fox News, which I know 3 people over there. I used to live like literally around the corner. I lived on 55th and 5th Avenue. I've been there for the summer concert series. I went to every last one of them. I went to the ones that fucking the Today Show. I know people over there at NBC, camera guys, security guys, etc., etc. I know a lot of fucking people, lawyers, all that shit. So I contacted some of the lawyers we used to have for the company. I know I don't sound like it sometimes, but believe it or not, I worked for what's now a multi-billionaire for 17 fucking years. And I always talked the same. I never switched up who I was, or never switched up the way I talked, none of that shit. That's why they liked me. I was authentic. Y'all all know who I work for. But if you don't, I work for Bad Boy Entertainment and Sean Puffy, Diddy Combs, however the fuck you want to call him. We just call Puff. There's numerous pictures of us together all throughout the years as I matured, cut my hair, state to state, changed brands, Ciroc, Revolt TV, all that shit. I did it all. And I was there for the launch of every last one of those products, whether you believe it or not. And there's enough of chronology of a history of myself to prove it. And video pictures and everything else. I've recorded at Daddy's House Studios numerous times. I've recorded with the biggest producers they had in there. Shout out to Jesus Christ, Far Out Flow, Brian, what's that boy's name? Shaquan, K. They all know me. There's videos on this page. You can go scroll all the way down to the bottom. You'll see me recording in the studio. Numerous videos. And the ones you see with the Darth Vader and heads and shit like that, that's on the studio too. All that shit's for the studio. And it's me recording. Now in that studio, that's Daddy's House Studio, that's Puff's studio. Point I'm getting at is, I use that to my advantage. And on those people at those news agencies, it might have given some leeway to me getting this segue to my shit sped it up. And I hope it did. And if it did, that's a good thing. But it's not just me. I'm not a narcissist. I never have been. That's one of my weaknesses. And there's other people there. And I want to help them. See, one of the disadvantages of being at that hotel was that those guys can't be monitored like they usually would. A lot of those guys have drug problems. Shit, not a lot of them. I say about 80% of them do. Have drug problems? I do not. A lot of those dudes have a history of alcoholism. I do not. A lot of those dudes have a history of homelessness. This is like their 3rd or 4th time being homeless because of drugs. I have not. So with all that in consideration, these guys have basically got the prisoners running the prison, if you get what I'm saying. So I guess it stuck out, you know, in the combination with a couple other things. But I ended up talking to a housing coordinator. Finally, after a month. They couldn't believe I was been there a month and I hadn't talked to nobody. But finally, to avail, I did. So what I did, he explained to me that he's going to try to fast forward things as quick as he can, because I explained to him, listen, it's hard enough living around these guys in that environment. Now, the environment that they're going to put us in is going to be 3 of us in the room. They redid the whole place because he took me to the facility to have a meeting with him. Again, the guy's name is Muhammad. Very nice guy so far. So they took me to have the meeting with them or whatever. I gave him some more additional information. He tells me he finally found my packet. I had to call out and talk to the lady at the other shelter that I was at before I got here. Whatever. Most motherfuckers ain't even picked up there. I've been through 2 different shelters now. 2 of them. Not to mention I suffer from trauma. I suffer from depression. I was kind of glad that shit happened with the live in America. Because I was like, you know what? Now, I'd let people see me, like, keep myself from self-destructing, if that makes any fucking sense. Try not to explode. If what he said is true, I could be on my way to an apartment, I would hope. But along the way, man, he's even told me the same thing. Like, we just talked about that shit. He said, yo, I understand, we really don't have an address for you guys to use. I can't even get mail. At the old shelter I was at, they're getting my mail. She wanted to send me my birth certificate. I mean, not my birth certificate, my social security card that I'd ordered. I had to go all the way out there and pick it up. And that wasn't even it. It was something else. You know what I'm saying? That's all real right there. Stop talking like you work for the system or some shit, nigga. Like, chicks and dudes be on here talking like they work for. I know how the system work, nigga. I was homeless before too, nigga. Well, if you was homeless before, then you would have poured it out and realized the most biggest thing out of everything, you dumb motherfucker. COVID-19 wasn't happening. And it wasn't shit then. It couldn't have been shit. For them to be doing all these overhauls, you have people in larger cities telling you this. And then I have people that are making their opinions. They live in small towns and small cities across America. That don't make sense. You can't have it. You can't have an opinion. You can't have an opinion on New York. How you got an opinion on New York? You can't. So, it's like, it's silly to even make the notion. It's even more silly to motherfucking sit there and try to chastise somebody that's in a bad predicament and you ain't doing nothing to help but got all kinds of motherfucking opinions. Like, you sound silly as fuck. And I say to myself, what if I was online bashing a woman like that? And that's what brings me to this and what I'm going to end off with. Don't you ever in your motherfucking life sit there and tell me I'm bashing women. Chick, you don't know what the fuck you talking about, and your judgment scale is fucked up. First fucking of all, I can check any motherfucking body to say something about me that ain't true. Don't you ever fucking tell me I can't, chick. I don't give a fuck if you a girl, guy, fucking transsexual, whatever the fuck else you are. Don't you ever fucking tell me what the fuck I can or can't say. All that new wave shit, y'all niggas got that shit fucked up, nigga. I don't come from that shit. I come from guns and butter, baby. You understand? You better read between the lines. Come from that shit. Join the crowd ass, following ass niggas. This just got y'all fucked up now. Y'all some following ass niggas. They doing it, I'm gonna go do it too. You know what I'm saying? Drug addict ass motherfuckers. Drug addicts and alcoholics. Yeah, everything your mama and your daddy was. And still ain't. I wrote 2 comments back and said, you unaccomplished motherfucker. Don't you ever tell me I used to get up at 5 o'clock. I'm one of the hardest working motherfuckers that was grinding their edge. I deserve a break, if anything. I deserve this break. Remember, that's what God was telling me. Slow your ass down, bro. 17 years. I crossed right through these train tracks back and forth from Connecticut to New York, at least 3-4 times a week. And sometimes on the weekend, then it's the trips I got to get from Connecticut to the airport. Then after that, I got to, come back, feed myself, all kinds of shit. This is all shit I went through. Who won't say it any differently? Then in between that, I'm restocking product while I'm in New York before I come back so I can keep my business going so I can come back to New York next week. And that shit is heavy. Heavy. I used to ask anybody in CT to go tell you, I used to have 2 bags. One had the movies, the other one had the CDs. I'm moving. Who want what? I post up in the projects. I was in the hood with it. I was the only, anybody will tell you, pay testament to this. I was the only dude in the hood that came through the projects, word of my mother on everything, with a laptop, a portable DVD player at first, and then a laptop second. The reason I did to show niggas how clear my shit was. My shit was clear. You understand? So this shit crazy to me, B. I'm lazy. Even to this day, I'm up at 7, 8 a.m. in the morning. You can ask the staff there, they tell you that. I get up, first thing I do, I get up in the morning, I make my tea, and I go downstairs, get some air. I take my walk. I walk at least 3 times a day. I work out in the morning. I work out in the morning. I'm lazy. I move around. I don't stay at the hotel. The staff will tell you that. He even said that before I even finished it. He was like, oh, he don't never stick around. I see him all the time. Then he tells me later on, yo, I seen you, what's the name, in that place the other day. He said, yo, don't try to work there. He was the one that told me we couldn't use the address. Like, motherfuckers act like I'm making this shit up. Who would make this shit up? What, for what, a couple $100, couple $1,000? Chick, I done seen close to 5, 6 come through my hand before. What the fuck is that? Survival is my fitness. If you want to see me destroyed or you want to see me down or some shit like that, then that's fine, that's cool. You know, like, everybody's not lovable. But I was a good person. I'm still a good person. That's the shit that get me fucked up. So don't treat me like the common, everyday motherfucking riff-raff and trash, motherfucker. That's all I'm saying. And now I'm going to say it. The links are in the description. Y'all want to fuck with me, fuck with me. But one thing, don't say this. I ain't no fucking liar. I ain't never been known as a liar. In the industry, in the streets, in the jail system, right now, I've never been. If anything, the thing that pays due to my testament is I'm always fucking honest. That's my fucking problem. I'm fucking honest and I'm nice. Now I'm stop doing that shit again. I'm about to get on my other shit. Now stop fucking playing with me on TOXSIQUEDIAMOND for real. I've been do you know how many people I know in Las Vegas? Man, I had a phone call. That's what the links in the description, y'all. I'm out. Y'all have a good night.